stop for just a moment. Before you scroll past this, I need you to know the universe didn't bring you here by accident. Something deeper guided you to press play today. And whatever that something is, it knows what you've been carrying in your heart lately. This is a collective love tarot reading, meaning these cards were pulled for everyone watching. But here's what I've learned after years of reading for people: collective readings have this beautiful, almost eerie way of feeling like they were pulled just for you. Personally. Intimately. Like spirit looked straight through the screen and found you. So as we move through this reading together, I want you to hold the messages that make your heart flutter, that make your breath catch, that make you think, how does she know that? And hold those close. Anything that doesn't quite fit your story? Simply breathe it out. Release it. It belongs to someone else's journey today, not yours. Because your journey, your love story, that's what we're here to explore. Now, when I laid these cards out for you today, I genuinely wasn't prepared for what came through. First card I pulled? The King of Cups. Second card? The King of Pentacles. I'll be honest with you, I held my breath pulling that third card, hoping for another king. 3 kings in a row has never happened in a reading on this channel. Never. But what came out instead was the 4 of Wands, and honestly, the universe knew exactly what it was doing. Because that card carries a message so specific, so powerful for where you are right now. We'll get into all of it. Let's talk about this King of Cups first. Because out of every single card in the entire tarot deck, this one holds the most special place in my heart. And the fact that he showed up first, before anything else, that is not random. Spirit put him right at the front of this reading because his message is the foundation of everything else we're going to uncover today. And his message is simple. Almost achingly simple. They love you. Not loved. Not used to love you. Love. Present tense. Right now, in this very moment, as you're sitting here watching this, your person carries a love for you that runs so deep it almost frightens them. You are the one they want. You are the one they reach for in their quietest, most honest moments. You are the one they imagine standing beside them, not just today, not just next year, but for the rest of their life. Have you felt that? Even underneath all the confusion, all the silence, all the distance, have you felt that this connection isn't finished? Because it isn't. The King of Cups is confirming that for you right now. But here's where it gets really beautiful. When this person comes back to you, and the cards are saying they are coming back, they are not going to show up with walls up. They're not going to tiptoe around their feelings or hand you some rehearsed speech with carefully chosen, guarded words. No. They are going to open up. Completely. Vulnerably. Everything they've been holding inside, all that love, all those feelings they stuffed down or pushed away, it's going to pour out of them like a river that's been dammed for too long, finally breaking free. Because the love they feel for you? It's real. It's raw. And it has been building pressure behind the surface for a long, long time. Now I want to address something, because I feel this applies to so many of you watching today. Your person was avoidant. Maybe they ran. Maybe they shut down. Maybe they went cold right when things were getting warm and real and close, and it left you standing there wondering what you did wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. What I'm seeing is that this person struggled with emotional maturity. They didn't yet have the inner tools to handle the intensity of what they feel for you. And rather than face it, they retreated. It was immature, and deep down, they know that. The King of Cups in his highest expression is emotionally wise, emotionally present, emotionally brave. And that is exactly who your person is growing into right now, during this time apart. Which brings us to this extraordinary second card, the King of Pentacles. If the King of Cups speaks to the emotional transformation your person is going through, the King of Pentacles speaks to their commitment, their determination. The part of them that has looked at this situation, taken full inventory of every mistake they made, every wall they built, every moment they chose to run instead of stay, and decided, never again. This person knows exactly where they went wrong with you. They're not making excuses. They're not rewriting history in their head to make themselves the hero of a story where they weren't. They're sitting in the truth of it. The King of Pentacles has that kind of grounded, unshakable self-honesty. He doesn't flinch from accountability. He looks at what needs to be built, and he builds it. And what your person wants to build is a lasting love with you. Not a situationship. Not an almost relationship. Not something casual that they can escape from the moment it gets too real. A partnership. Solid. Devoted. Built to endure. The wisdom being gained while the two of you are separated right now, don't underestimate it. Something is shifting in them. Something is clicking into place. And the person who returns to you is going to carry a kind of maturity and steadiness that perhaps you've never seen from them before. Two kings opening this reading. Think about what that means. Wisdom. Stability. Knowing who they are and knowing what and who they want. They want you. Now let's talk about this Four of Wands. Because I want you to really look at this card for a moment, even if you can't see it, feel it with me. Four wands standing tall, adorned and decorated, like pillars holding up something sacred. And in between them? Celebration. Union. Two people coming together under something that feels almost ceremonial. Almost fated. You see those four wands? In this reading, they're practically humming with the energy of 111. Alignment. Divine timing clicking into place. The universe saying, yes. This. Now. The Four of Wands is not a card of maybe. It's not a card of we'll see how things go. This card is a declaration. It's a celebration that hasn't quite started yet, but the decorations are already going up. The space is already being prepared. And your person? They're already moving toward it, even if their steps aren't fully visible to you yet. This card is about union. Your union. The coming together of two people who were always meant to find their way back to each other. Now, before we move forward, I want to quickly touch on the signs. The King of Cups is a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The King of Pentacles is an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Together, that's half the zodiac. So there's a strong chance one of those signs means something to you. Maybe it's your sign, maybe it's your person's, maybe it's just an energy that resonates. But please don't get too caught up in the signs if they don't fit your situation. The soul of this message matters far more than the astrology. Take what speaks to you. Release what doesn't. What spirit keeps coming back to, what I keep feeling as I sit with these cards, is this. You are the one they want. You are the one they love. You are the one they need. That phrase keeps circling back. Again and again. Like spirit is making absolutely sure you hear it today. And now, justice. Oh, this card. When justice appears in a love reading, people sometimes worry. They think, is something being judged? Is there a consequence coming? But in this context, with these other cards surrounding it, justice is arriving as a confirmation. A divine stamp of approval on this connection. Here's what justice is telling us. Your person knows, on some level, even if they haven't fully articulated it, that the story between the two of you is not finished. There are still chapters left to write together. There is still more waiting to unfold between your souls. because justice speaks to soul contracts. And yes, you and this person share one. Before either of you arrived in this lifetime, your souls made an agreement. A sacred promise to cross paths, to challenge each other, to grow each other. To provide the kind of lessons and expansion that only the deepest, most intimate connections can offer. Have you ever noticed how this person has changed you? How loving them, even through the hard parts, has made you more of who you truly are. That's the soul contract at work. Right now, you're each doing that growth separately. Solo. Walking your own paths, learning your own lessons in your own quiet corners of life. And there is genuine value in that solitude. Don't dismiss what this time apart is teaching you. But the cards are showing me that the real growth, the joyful growth, the passionate growth, the kind that makes your heart expand in ways you didn't know were possible, that comes when the two of you are walking together. The romantic lessons. The lessons in vulnerability and trust. The lessons in what it means to truly choose someone every single day with your whole heart. Those are coming. But justice isn't just speaking about soul contracts today. There's another layer here, and I need to make sure you hear this part clearly. Your person took from you. Maybe they took your time. Maybe they took your energy, your patience, your unwavering devotion, and gave back far less than you deserved. Maybe they simply took you for granted, assuming you'd always be there no matter how little they showed up. Perhaps it went even further than that. Perhaps they took advantage of the depth of your love in ways that left you feeling emptied out. Justice sees all of that. And justice is a card of divine balance. Of things being restored to their rightful equilibrium. What was taken will be returned, not out of obligation, not out of guilt, but out of genuine transformation. The person coming back to you has seen themselves clearly. They've sat with the discomfort of knowing where they failed you, and that discomfort has changed them at their core. So when they return, and they are returning, watch how differently they love you. Watch how they pour kindness into the spaces where they used to pour silence. Watch how they offer compassion where they once offered coldness. Watch how they make it their daily mission to ensure you feel valued, cherished, secure. Never questioning where you stand with them, never lying awake wondering if they really mean it. They're going to mean it. Every single word. Every gesture. Every moment of showing up, it's going to be real, and it's going to be consistent. Because this person doesn't just want this relationship to feel good for a season. They want it to last. They want it to be the kind of love that becomes the foundation everything else in their life is built upon. Justice is ruled by Libra, the sign of balance, partnership, and harmony. And harmony is exactly where this is all heading. The Three of Wands. And when I turned this card over, something in my chest just lifted. Because this card carries one of the most hopeful, most quietly thrilling messages in the entire tarot. Your person is already on their way back. Not someday. Not eventually. Already. The journey has begun. The internal shift has happened. The decision, maybe not yet spoken out loud, maybe not yet acted upon in ways you can physically see, but the decision has been made deep within them. And right now, even as you're sitting here watching this, they are moving. Turning. Orienting themselves back toward you like a compass needle finding north. You just can't see it yet. And I know how hard that is. I know how exhausting it is to hold faith in something you can't yet touch or confirm or point to and say, see, there it is, it's really happening. The waiting can feel endless. The silence can feel like an answer all on its own. But it isn't. The figure in the Three of Wands stands at the edge of something vast, looking out toward the horizon. Ships in the distance. A world of possibility stretching out before them. And in their hands, something luminous. Something they're holding carefully, protectively. almost reverently. That luminous thing they're holding? That's you. That's this connection. That's the future they're beginning to envision with so much clarity it almost takes their breath away. They see the light now. I keep hearing that phrase as I sit with this card. They see the light. The fog is lifting for them. The confusion and the fear and whatever internal chaos kept them stuck and distant and running, it's beginning to clear. And what they can see on the other side of all that noise is you. Standing there. This beautiful, irreplaceable presence that they allowed themselves to walk away from, and have regretted every single day since. Have you felt their longing? Have you had those moments, maybe late at night, maybe in the middle of a perfectly ordinary afternoon, where you just felt them thinking about you? That pull in your chest that had no logical explanation? That's real. That's the soul connection between you making itself known across the distance. Because their longing for you isn't a surface level missing. It's not just habit or comfort or nostalgia. It is a deep, aching, bone-level yearning that rises up from somewhere ancient in them. From the part of them that recognizes your soul. And that yearning is what's driving them back. No more hiding their feelings. No more performing indifference. No more building walls and calling it strength. They're done with all of that. The person returning to you is choosing honesty, radical honesty. They want to build something with you that is rooted in truth and watered with integrity. And they understand now, in a way they didn't before, that the only way to build real trust with someone is to stop pretending. To stop performing. To simply show up as who you actually are and let yourself be truly seen. The Three of Wands tells us the wait is nearly over. Feel that for a moment. Let yourself actually feel it. And then, Judgment. This is one of the most powerful cards in the entire tarot. A major arcana card that carries the weight of real, soul-level awakening. And it's showing up here, in this reading, for you. I want you to understand what Spirit is communicating through this card. Your person wants to start over. Not pick up exactly where things fell apart. Not patch over the cracks with a little apology and a hope that you'll both just move on. A genuine, ground-up new beginning. The kind of restart that has learned from everything that went wrong and uses those lessons as the very blueprint for building something stronger. Because Judgment isn't just about new beginnings, it's about resurrection. It's about something that was buried being called back to life. Something dormant being reawakened. And what's being reawakened here is this relationship, but in a form that is more honest, more mature, more sturdy than it has ever been before. Your person sits in judgment of themselves. They didn't expect you. They didn't know that a person could come into their life and understand them the way you do. Most people go through their entire lives never being truly seen, never having someone look at all their complicated, contradictory, beautifully messy parts and say, without hesitation, I choose this. I choose you. But you did that for them. And it amazes them. Genuinely, quietly, profoundly amazes them. You get them in ways that still catch them off guard. You reach parts of them that no one else has ever reached. And the thought of navigating this life without that kind of connection, without you specifically, is something they simply cannot make peace with. So they're coming back. Not just physically returning, but returning in every sense that matters, emotionally, energetically, intentionally. They want to show you who they've become. They want to stand in front of you as this evolved, transformed, emotionally available version of themselves and say, look. Look at what I've done with the time we've been apart. Look at who I'm becoming, for you, for us, for the future we could still have. Emotionally available. Emotionally transparent. Intimate, in the truest, most vulnerable sense of that word. No more armor. No more performance. No more retreating into themselves the moment things start to feel too big or too real or too close. They are done with avoidance. And in its place, presence. Full, committed, deliberate presence. Because this Nine of Cups isn't just about love as a feeling. It's about love as a choice. Every single day, showing up and choosing you. Choosing this. Pouring into this connection with the same devotion and tenderness that you have always poured into it, finally being matched in that love. Their love for you is solid. It's powerful. It's been there all along, burning quietly beneath every wall they ever built, surviving every moment of distance and silence and fear. And now?